change the battery. This is hot. Pretty nice here. A little misty. Hey everyone, this is the second episode of the summer series where I tried to chase my dreams of becoming a filmmaker. Over the past couple weeks, I did a lot of filming and editing. Yeah, the first project I worked on was a poem by Sylvia Plath called Fig Tree. It's basically about how when you're deciding between multiple futures, the indecisiveness sort of leads you to lose all of them. And personally, I think this poem really resonated with me because as I go through college, I definitely felt how choosing between filmmaking and engineering opportunities kind of led me to lose all of them. Yeah, it was like a really beautiful poem to shoot. I went to Nichols Arboretum. It was really fun exploring and filming there. I didn't have much of a plan going into it, but I think the final product ended really beautifully. So if you're interested, you should definitely check it out. The poem itself is something that might resonate with a lot of people. It's like 3 p.m. and I'm about to do a workout. I'm recovering from some allergies, so we'll see how it goes.
Wasted out of my mind, we said goodbye. I went outside, waited out in the cold, and there you were. I wasn't sure. Now I see it clearly, in my mind clearly, where to start to decide to go on. Faded back into life, I thought we might.
Say I did 3 by 1200 meters at half marathon pace. I was initially going to do 3 by 1 mile, but my allergies were pretty bad at the time, so I cut it to 1200 meters, and honestly it was a pretty solid workout. My goal for the half marathon is around sub 130, which is like 6:52 marathon pace, and I average around 6:59. It was definitely tough, I will say, but I'm only on week 4 out of 16, so hopefully that the base will keep on building and the miles will become easier. But yeah, overall a solid workout. After the workout, I did some writing. Typically at the end of the week, I like to write for like 30 minutes just to like dump out all my thoughts. Throughout the week, having the context switch between so many different creative projects and engineering work in my math class, I think it's really mentally taxing. So having an opportunity to really just dump everything out and see my thoughts on paper is really necessary. Now it's the next day. Today I had to first do some studying for the class that I'm in. It's math 425 at Michigan. So far it's not too bad. After that I did some filming with my friend Justin. He's working on a video essay surrounding like the history of Michigan architecture and why some buildings look like really old and really Greek, whereas some buildings look really modern. And yeah, it was fun because we got to like explore campus. We shot in a bunch of like historic central campus spots. We also explored like North Campus. I met Justin through a fashion brand that we started together. He was our designer, and we've been working on the fashion brand for around a year and a half now, which is crazy to say. Yeah, it's been super fun building that up. It's called OOTD if you're interested, and we're planning on doing like a bunch of Ann Arbor-based pop-ups or raves or events, not just in Ann Arbor, but around Michigan. So if you're local, then you should definitely check us out. We're very, very much like trying to tap into the Michigan fashion space. So yeah, if you're interested. At the end of the week, I had a bunch of clips, so I spent Friday and most of the weekend just going through the clips, editing them, and trying together some short reels. I also did some upcoming work for merch drop for OOTD, so stay tuned for that. I'm probably gonna make a separate series for building up OOTD, so yeah, that'll be coming soon. But overall, it was a pretty solid week. As far as the vlogging goes, I still have a lot to learn. Definitely gonna be other vlogs soon, so I'll be on the lookout for that. And yeah, peace.
They say they have the answers, but no one's getting better.